Hey Planner fam, coming on here today to do a quick little review, midweek review of my planner, my week so far in my happy planner. And it's a pretty simple layout this week. I didn't go too fancy, just use a couple of stickers and not even washi. This week's not too hectic, so I got Monday just regular laundry and some trash day and some mail outs that I'm trying to get done. And yesterday caught up with my mom and I was on Marketplace. A friend gave me a heads up on some of those Ross carts, and so I'm trying to pick those up later on today or possibly tomorrow. And yeah, pretty simple planning. Matthew and I had some errands to run, and so we did that, and we caught a lunch out when we were out and about. And then for the rest of the week, it looks like I just have some online bills I gotta do, and I'll be keeping my daughter and her husband in prayer. They are going out of town, so we'll just have to keep them in prayer. Also had a friend reach out to me today, and she had a prayer request. It's unspoken, but you know, God knows what that is, so we'll leave it in His capable hands. And I talked to my mom today a little bit too. She seemed to be doing really good. My mom's up in age. She's 83. And, you know, just like most, you know, elderly folks, she has her good days and her bad days. So today seemed like a pretty good day for her. She was, you know, just being a little busy at the house, and I was glad for that. I was glad that I was able to speak with her, and yeah, so that was good for me with that. I worry about her a lot. She says she's going to come stay with me a couple of weeks, but I don't know. She tells me that every week. So we shall see. And Saturday, Matthew and I are trying to have a garage sale here in the neighborhood. And I put a question mark on that because the weather. It's been raining every day this week, cloudy and overcast. In fact, I apologize if the lighting isn't good for this video. But yeah, it's not a good day again, and I've got the lights on, and the windows are drawn and everything, curtains are drawn, so all the most possible light can get in is getting in. So I will be writing some more prayer requests here, and I'll do that later off camera. And then the only other thing I wanted to share was because some of you had said you Franken plan in your mini planner, and I do too. I went ahead and put remember I told y'all last week or week before last that I misdated. I went in here and put all the freaking dates with little stickers, and then I did it wrong. Oh, so mad at myself. So let's not even talk about that. But this is where I'm Franken planning. I took the healthy, living healthy, or fit and healthy, I think it's called, or healthy and fit. I took that mini. It was actually given to me. It's gifted to me, and I'm using it in here too, and with this mini. So it's keeping a hold of my what I'm eating, the food choices I'm making, what different exercises I want to do, and my water consumption, because I'm trying to get better at that. So that's how I'm Franken planning this. I'll just keep going with it as the weeks progress, and we'll see where that takes us. And then back here, I also added some more stuff. I can't let y'all see that, somebody's address, but back here I couldn't resist these little happy notes, so I went ahead and I got these. And if you know me, you know that I like to do disc love swaps and exchanges with the Happy Planner discs. So I'm fixing to start one here pretty soon for December, but that's where I actually write down the person's name and their address, and that's what I do with these sheets. So that's what I'm keeping them for. But yeah, that's what I got so far in my mini for this week. And not too much. Like I said, it's not too much of a busy week for me. This was last week. So yeah, that started the first week of January, second week of January. This particular sticker set was from Leah's Pouchies. She makes these cute little stickers. So all that you see is her right there. But yeah, that takes us to the third week of January, and like I said, not too much going on this week for me, which is good. I'll take it. I don't mind one little bit. So that's what's going on there in my mini. So let me move this to the side. And what I have next is my micro. I got my micro I'm kind of trying to deck her out a little bit. So, you know, I got some little purchases that I've been making. And I wanted to explain this little crocheted band that I decided to put on it. It's very old. I made it, and it was actually like a bracelet. It was actually this bracelet, but it's gotten big where I've been pulling it on here. But I had it in the drawer for a while, and I said, you know what, I could repurpose that. So I decided to make it a little closure for my micro. So that's what I'm using this for now. And I made this heart, I think, last year for Valentine's, and I added the yo-yo on there. But yeah, I'm gonna use it to keep this little chunky thing closed. So in case you're wondering what this is all about, that's all it is. It's something that I had made and I'm repurposing. So yeah, I had told you about that. That's from the Mommy Lay $15 kit that I purchased. Y'all remember, I think I showed y'all on one of the videos prior. Here it is. Remember, I showed y'all all those goodies. I thought that was a really good deal. But in any event, the only thing you'll see that's new on here is this little clip. This, and this is Kinsey Designs. It was another a kit. It was one of her sub kits that was on clearance, so I picked that up, and it has more items, papers, and all kinds of stuff, but that's separate. We'll talk about that another day. Today we're going to discuss the micro. So I've kind of dolled her up a little bit. I like the jellies. I'm still keeping my little LOL girl in here because I just like her. I don't know. I'm not fixing to give her up yet. I did add some vellum. I punched it myself. And then I had this acetate sheet. This is a Mommy Lay design from one of her sub boxes. I subbed with her, I think, 2 years ago. And I've hoarded a lot of the stuff. So I'm slowly creeping into some of the boxes and pulling stuff out. So this is an acetate sheet that I did something with it. I think I made dividers from my Carpe Diem, and then I had this section left, so I decided to use it. So you know that this is from Sandy's Planner Shop. This was gifted to me, and I added that bow later on. And this little rose was made by Season Ink. I used to PR for her, and I bought that. She made a Mother's Day kit, really cute, and that was part of the Mother's Day kit. And I've always liked it because she made it, and it's tiny. So what do we got? Oh, I added this. This was a laminated sheet that I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something, and I had this extra, so I put it on here, and then I decided to add some stickers on there. So that's all that is. And I'm using this particular micro for my swaps because I'm in like 2 different ones that I do every week. One of them is the Ugly Duck swap, and that happens on Mondays. And then on Tuesdays, there's something called Tuesday's Treasures. And so those are the 2 that I'm most active in. And so I needed a place to be able to put the lady's name and address and what it was that I promised. The swaps consist of wishes. So you go on there and ladies will say, oh, this week I'm wishing for X, X, Y, and Z. And then you go on there and you read and you say, oh, well, she wants, mini rings, and she wants some Etsy leftovers from kits. So you say, hey, I'm able to grant some of your wishes. And so that's small. And so on Monday, there's a particular group that does that. That's the Ugly Duck swaps. And then on Tuesdays, it's Tuesday's Treasures. So I needed a place to, keep the names of people and their addresses and what I was going to send them. So I decided to use one of these mini micro books, for that. So that's what I'm using this book for. But it's also going to have different sections. So here's another little vellum sheet. Acetate, I'm not sure. I think I got this at Michael's actually. And the Kenzie's Doodles Kenzie Designs came with some die cuts, so that's what this is. Actually this paper and that die cut came from her, so I used it on there. And then you've seen that already. And here's some extra paper. I'm gonna bore you with all of it, but yeah, I changed it up a little bit. I added some more die cuts that I thought were cute, and I'm seeing, what works for me and what doesn't. Here is where I'm putting my list of books that I'm reading. And for January, I've started with something called Family Jewels. I picked it up with Matthew when we were thrifting. And it's a good little chapter book. It's, each chapter's short. And we're up to chapter 17. And I say we because I usually read it when he and I are in the car. When he's driving me somewheres, I'll read a chapter at a time. So, but I think last weekend I decided it's getting interesting finally. So it's murder mystery. If you like murder mystery, then that's what that's about. So it's finally getting to a point where I'm wanting to find out what else is happening. So I made this little page. So this will be dedicated to my books that I've read this year here in my micro. And then I was thinking, what else can I put in here? And so I said, oh, how about 10 dates at home? So 10 dates that you can do when you're at home. So I said board games, music. We have a fire pit outside and we like that a lot. So Netflix binging, dancing in the kitchen, coffee and conversation, hanging out with him in the garage, having a barbecue for dinner and inviting friends over. And we used to do this before I had my stroke. We would go walk around the neighborhood like almost every night. So, and over here I'm gonna put some of the challenges that the challenge comes from, and what is it that they're asking, what's the challenge. So like this particular one is from the group Fabulous Over 50 group. It's a planner group, but it's for ladies that are over 50. So the first challenge over there is decorate a book tracker with only washi tape. So those, I'm going to also use it to track some of the challenges that I get in. And then the rest is just paper, and that's another password thingy, but you can't see that. So that's what's going on in my micro. Not too much happening in my micro this week. Like I said, it's kind of a little dead week, and honestly I don't mind, because sometimes it gets too busy and I'm like, hold up a little bit. So yeah, and then I just wrap this around here and keep it moving. That's all. It's no, nothing fancy, nothing that great, but it kind of works for me. So that's what's happening with that. So now you got the mini, you've looked at my mini, you've looked at the micro, and now I want to share some, happy mail. So first up is Clippy Chick Creations. If you haven't checked her shop out, you should. She's Clippy Chick Creations on Instagram, and you can also find her Etsy store by going to www.clippychickcreations.etsy.com. And so I picked up some stuff from her shop. She was running a sale. Most of the time, if I ever buy stuff, it's because it's a sale that's happening. I want to say this was from the Planner Collaborative. I'm thinking it was. So I picked up this cute little bow paperclip with a gem on it. And so I'm wanting to do, this is gonna go with another thing I've got going, so that's why I got it. It's for Valentine's. And then this is a little cacti plant that I picked up. I really like them, the bug, and so I said, I'm picking that up. And then I got this wide paper clip with this gold bow. She makes excellent stuff too. I just love her workmanship, so I picked that up. And then these were freebies. This, the sock monkey, this bunny, and even this. So she was like really generous to send all that stuff to me. All these were freebies that she sent me. I ordered these washi cards. One is a bunny, a penguin, and a fox. So I'm gonna use remember I was asking y'all yesterday on my Facebook group who has washi cards and let me see them, because I honestly don't have any. I do have some. I think I have like 2 or 3, but people have gifted me those. I haven't actually made washi cards, but I'm in a couple of washi swaps, and I did make some to send off, but I don't have any for myself. This is her card, Clippy Chick Creations. It's run by Karen, and I liked both of the cactus paper clips, so I couldn't pick, so I went ahead and got both. So that one was because it had the green, and then this one was because it had the red. So I had to get 2 of them. And and then this little correction tape. It says Animal Friends, and he's got a little jersey, and it says Animal Trainer. That's cute. And so yeah, I'm gonna see how this works. I don't even know where it must dispense up down here, I think. I don't want to open it yet, but I got this little correction tape because I really like the little character. It's so silly. So I'm hoping I'm sure it will. I'll figure it out. But yeah, all that came from Clippy Chick Creations. So if you haven't checked her shop out, you should. And then the last thing I ordered, well, actually I'm lying because I have something else, but I got this. It's a Print Impressions, a PP Weeks, like most people call it. I'm PRing for a group, and I need to the kits that not Sandy, that Karen, PS Sticker Co. makes. Karen is in PP Weeks format, so I said, you're making me want to get one. Like, I really need another planner. But I said, okay, I'm jumping in. But you know what? These boxes look pretty easy to work with, because you've got the big box header, and then you got these little graph rectangles. So I can't imagine that being too difficult to make pretty. So I'm gonna try my hand at that. Last year I had a Hobonichi, and I liked it enough. I mean, I did. Hold on. Here she is. This leather cover came from Season Ink. It was a gift for being on her PR team, and she would put challenges for us, and I think I finished a bingo card with different challenges on it, and so she made this leather cover for me. And I could have got pockets or whatever, but I chose for it to be simple like that. So yeah, and what I do when I PR with certain with shops is I try to take one particular planner for that shop only. So with this one, I was PRing for Misfit Designs, and she is a downloadable printable shop. So you purchase and then you print yourself, and then you cut and stick down. So that all of these came from her shop, all the prints you see. And so she would do hers in Hobonichi style. So then I decided to get a Hobonichi. Well, I got it even before her shop, but once I seen that her sticker format fit the hobo, I decided to go ahead and get it. And so yeah, so that's something that I like to do for when I PR for different shops, is I try to keep one planner for that, that type of planner for that particular shop. This is Stranger Things. So, and she's got some real pretty designs, Misfit Designs. She's switching over from, I think, her, Shopify. I think that's what she had. She's going to go back to Etsy, so she's closing the shop for a couple of days. She said, I noticed on Facebook yesterday, but then she'll open up on Etsy. So if you like downloadable, print yourself and cut and stick on your page, then that'd be a good shop for you to check out. Her stuff's real affordable. She does sales every now and then too. So yeah. Now this one is Monica's Marvels, and if you're in the planner world, then you know that Monica Marvels is on Facebook. And this one came from Leah's Pouchies. So that's another thing I try to do, is I like to give credit to the different shop owners, or the different places that I've gotten that particular kit that I'm using. So this was a hobo kit that Leah's Pouchies did, and the owner of that shop, her name's Esther, and she makes some really cute stuff. Look at that little girl with the scarf and the coffee cup. And the weekend header, I like that. I like them all. I liked everything. Look at the little post-it with the leaf. So yeah, that's hers. This is Misfit Designs. Misfit Designs, Misfit Designs. I think all of the rest of these. Not sure about that one, but that's Misfit Designs. And Misfit Designs and Misfit Designs. And then this is Leah's pouches again. That Halloween. And yeah, I finished that up. So I even still have pages left. But that's what my hobo was from last year. So I'll leave it back up here for safekeeping. And then the only last thing that I need to share is this little thing here. Move this out of the way so you can see this. I like to get these little you know, plastic pouches, zipper pouches from Dollar Tree whenever I see them. I like the little cute design ones, so you won't catch me with a plain one, but if ever I see cute little ones, I always snatch those up. So this order, this is from Dollar Tree. But this order is from Sandy's Planner Shop, and she's sandysplannershop.etsy.com. If you'd like to save, you do Liz15 to save. And then I ordered some micro covers. That's what I ordered from her. So this is the front. It's got a little foxy, and then the back, and then the inside. So those are cute. This is cute. I can still see me using this winter and possibly even through Valentine's because of the hearts. I could even flip them this way, so you know, double use out of that. So that's from Sandy's. Then I couldn't resist these little stickers. Again, the little fox, and then there's a bunny, and then there's a bear. And I like the color scheme, yellow and pink and the green. That just goes so well together. And I got a freebie. This is cute. Look at this little die cut. Like that happy face, and a die cut of some eyeshadow. Yes, so that was a little mini order I had placed with her, and it came in yesterday. So yeah, Sandy's Planner Shop, those are up in the shop. Liz15 if you'd like to save 15%. All right, Planner Flam, that's about all I have for y'all today. Short and sweet, kind of. Thanks for sticking around the channel. Thanks for liking and subscribing. And I appreciate your comments. Bye for now.